bleeding out his ears where he had to have immediate brain surgery.
You're watching Devious Crimes, where real life gets darker than fiction. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe before the next crime goes devious. She was trusted to care for him, but instead, she took his life. In 2022, a Michigan mother left her 22-month-old son with someone she believed was safe. Within hours, that little boy, named Kyrie, would be fighting for his life. And the truth behind his injuries would shock an entire community. It happened in Roseville, Michigan. 24-year-old Kimora Hodges was babysitting Kyrie when she texted his mother, Taylor Starks, saying the toddler wasn't feeling well, that he had eaten soap and was having an allergic reaction. But what Taylor would soon learn was far worse than anything she could have imagined. When Kyrie arrived at the hospital, doctors were horrified. He had severe blunt force trauma to the head. He was bleeding from his ears and had to undergo immediate brain surgery. Taylor was told her son had no brain activity, the result of violent abuse at the hands of the woman she had trusted. Kyrie clung to life for just over a week before passing away. His death turned what began as a tragic injury into a homicide investigation. Hodges was charged with first-degree child abuse and felony murder.
What? He's my best friend. He just have a type of energy where you come around him, you automatically feels better.
On Tuesday, Taylor Starks told us about the brutal beating of her 1-year-old son Kyrie at the hands of a trusted friend and babysitter.
She threw my son into the wall and shook him up pretty bad, but they said that's just a bit of what she did to him.
He's been in the hospital with no brain activity since June 13th, and Wednesday morning, Kyrie died a month shy of his second birthday. His mom, Taylor, posting this on social media, saying she's crushed.
I'm only 18. I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. I don't have any family. It's just me and my baby. That's my only blood relative I have.
Earlier this month, babysitter Kimora Hodges tried to tell Taylor her son was having an allergic reaction and she needed to come pick him up from this Roseville apartment complex. When she got there, Kyrie was having seizures, and soon Taylor learned this was not an allergic reaction at all.
He had blood force trauma to the head and he was bleeding out his ears where he had to have immediate brain surgery.
The babysitter has been arrested and arraigned for first-degree child abuse. Obviously, those charges could change if the child ends up passing away.
Roseville police now working with the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office on more charges against Hodges, who admitted to what she did.
Very cooperative, very regretful, remorseful for her actions, but it doesn't, obviously that doesn't take any of it back.
Hodges does have priors for domestic violence and is being held on a very high $250,000 bond, no 10%.
I'm so hurt that she did this to me. And I would have never done this to her and her baby. I would have never hurt her.
We spoke with Macomb County Prosecutor Pete Lucido. He says they're waiting on an official autopsy for little Kyrie before deciding on those additional charges. Meantime, there is a GoFundMe page set up. You can find it at fox2detroit.com. Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
The case was delayed for years because Hodges filed appeals, claiming police had violated her rights during questioning. But when the trial finally began, a jury found her guilty on all counts. In 2025, she was sentenced to life without parole, ensuring she will never walk free again.
I didn't mean to prolong this case for 3 years, but I also wanted to fight for my life to prove that I am not what these charges say I am. I am not what these charges say I am. I have to live with this my entire life.
On count 2, the felony murder, you are sentenced to the Department of Corrections for a period of life.
Yeah, I'm gonna come see that.
After the sentencing, Kyrie's mother, Taylor, took to TikTok and Instagram to speak directly to her supporters. Over time, Taylor has built a powerful online community people who have stood beside her since the heartbreaking loss of her son. Today, she continues to share her journey, using her platform to honor Kyrie's memory and keep his story alive.
Yo, I just got home from getting my hair done at the shop by my but I just wanted to come on here and talk about how justice was finally served yesterday for my baby. I know y'all been waiting on me to come on TikTok and say something since I was already on Instagram saying the little things or whatever, but I really had to just take it in, y'all, because it's been 3 years of this. It really felt like a day like yesterday was never going to come because it's been so long. And if you've been watching my court updates on everything that's been happening, you know we offered plea deals multiple times to her and she denied it. During the whole trial process, she showed no accountability, no remorse, actually, in my eyes, really in everybody else's eyes, because y'all can see the video of her reading her last letter to the judge, and y'all can see yourselves there was no accountability took it at all. I really don't even want to spend this whole video reflecting on her and talking about her. I'm going to spend this video talking about me and my son. But just imagine doing something so horrendous and horrible like she did, and then having 3 years to think about it and grow from it, and you didn't. That's neither here or there, though. I know my son is genuinely proud of me. Like, I know he's smiling down on me, because if y'all want me to be 1,000% transparent with y'all, it took a lot for me to really go through this whole court process and things like that off the strength of, because I knew that she would get convicted and she would go to jail, and I wanted her to go to jail. I wanted her to have some time, but I feel like even doing the whole process and all that, it would have never brought my son back. So it was like, it was hard for me to do that. But I did it. I stuck through it thanks to the support of my friends, thanks to the support of my platform. Like, y'all told me yourselves during the whole trial process, like, Tabitha, get up, go to court. There's a point you there. And I'm thankful for those words of encouragement that y'all gave me, because we stuck through and look at the outcome. I can't even get on her and be sad, mad, nothing. Like, y'all, I'm genuinely happy. I'm genuinely excited because, like I said on Instagram, this is a chapter I finally get to close in my life. Not on my son, but on the tragic part of losing my son. It's closed. Now I only have to think about the good things and good memories I have my son. I don't have to dwell and worry about her getting convicted, her going to jail, her getting. I don't have to worry about anything no more because it's all set and done. I'm really just so happy because, like I said, this is well deserved. This is well needed. Like, words really can't describe it. Words really can describe being in my shoes right now. I'm just thankful. I'm overly thankful. Thankful for the prosecutors on my case. I'm thankful for the victim's advocate who sat with me and made sure I was straight every court day, even helped with Braylon. This was a big win for me, y'all. This was a big win in my life that I know for a fact I needed. So I'm going to celebrate the best way I can. See, I just got my hair done. And really, thank y'all. Thank y'all for all the people that's rooting for me and my son, that's been going to war for me and my son in the comments, everything. Like, I'm thankful for y'all, too.
Kyrie's mother, Taylor, says her life will never be the same. She still remembers every detail, the phone call, the hospital room, and the unbearable loss of her only child. All I know, she said, is she threw my son into the wall and shook him up pretty bad. That's just a bit of what she did to him. He was only 22 months old, a life just beginning, a laugh, a light, a tiny heartbeat that changed everything for his family. Kyrie's smile could brighten any room, and his mother, Taylor, loved him more than anything in this world. But that love, that trust, was betrayed by someone she thought she could rely on. The pain left behind. It's something no parent should ever have to endure. Taylor's world was shattered, and with it, the hearts of everyone who loved that little boy. Child abuse isn't rare. It isn't distant. It's real, and it's happening every single day, often at the hands of people trusted to protect them. So please, be vigilant. Know who you're leaving your children with. Pay attention to the signs, and if something doesn't feel right, don't ignore it. Kyrie's story is a reminder that innocence should never be taken for granted. Let's protect our children, love them louder, and make sure no other family has to live this nightmare. Justice for Kyrie. True crimes. Real consequences. Subscribe for the next devious crime.